Investiture of the Gods, Chapter 63.
Okay, let's start with the immortal who learns, maybe the hard way, you should be careful what you eat or crave.
Oh, yes.
Our first guy is Yu Yi Xian, the Great Peng.
Right.
A massive winged immortal, right? The 1,000 years of cultivation behind him.
He's a serious player.
Yet we find him miserable, not from some deep spiritual agony, but severe stomach pain after snacking on some pastries, Miandain surface snacks.
It's kind of incredible, really, that this profound spiritual destiny turns on something so mundane. This immensely powerful being is basically taken down by bad indigestion, triggered by, simple craving.
And this ordinary little failing, it leads straight to the appearance of the Randang Taoist, who's like a really high-ranking figure from spiritual Vulture Mountain.
Top tier.
Randang just shows up and tells the Great Peng, essentially, you ate something bad, now you gotta vomit it out. This feels less like medical advice and more like a setup.
Oh, it absolutely is. And the visual detail here, it's critical to understanding the mechanism of control.
Okay.
So when the Great Peng does it, when he vomits, he doesn't just bring up food, he expels this continuous, impossibly long, white, sort of silver-like string.
Yeah.
It's described as being like 108 prayer beads, like a rosary, but all one piece.
That's incredibly specific and weird.
It is. And that string immediately locks itself around his heart and liver. So when he tries to pull away, tries to escape this trap, the pain is unbearable.
Oh.
It's a magical internal capture device. And it's disguised as just a consequence of like eating bad snacks.
So Randang doesn't offer sympathy or a deal?
No, not at all. He immediately lays into the Great Peng and calls him a wicked obstacle, Mizang, basically for helping the Shang forces the wrong side.
A wicked obstacle, ouch!
And the context, the justification Randang gives is key. We need to slow down here a bit. He justifies this really harsh action by saying he's operating under a specific divine decree, the Yushu Fuming.
Wait, Yushu Fuming, that sounds important. That's not just like a suggestion from heaven, is it? That sounds like a serious legal term within their whole divine system.
Exactly right. It establishes absolute authority. It's the official paperwork, if you will, that gives Randang and his allies the unquestionable right to intervene.
Okay.
In the decree, it specifically authorizes them to aid the virtuous ruler, stop the chaos, rescue people in trouble, and crucially, Dao Min Fa Zui, comfort the suffering people and punish the guilty rulers. This is official, sanctioned business, cosmic pest control.
But the punishment still feels incredibly harsh. I mean, the Great Peng pleads, right? He mentions his 1,000 years of effort, says he was just fooled by others. Maybe an honest mistake.
Randang, not interested. Excuses, intent, none of it matters. The consequence for stepping outside the mandate, even if you were tricked, total loss of autonomy.
So what's the initial sentence?
He initially orders his yellow turban warriors, sort of divine enforcers, to just hang the Great Peng from a pine tree until the entire war is over.
Hang him, like just leave him there for potentially years.
That's the idea. A long, humiliating wait.
Oof. So if he wants to avoid becoming, a divine wind chime for the duration of this cosmic war, what's his way out? What's the path to redemption?
It's immediate and complete surrender. The only way out is to become Randang's disciple right now and dedicate himself to cultivate the righteous fruit, Shu Gizhengguo.
Wow.
So that 1,000-year immortal, instantly stripped of all his agency, he goes from being this powerful, independent figure to basically a subservient tool in the heavenly war machine.
The lesson being, even with a millennium of practice, you still got to follow the chain of command.
Pretty much. Or face the consequences.
Okay, that's a stunning example of force alignment. Now, if the Great Peng lost his free will through, eating something dodgy, Prince Jiao seems to lose his very identity the same way. Let's look at a transformation that's maybe even more terrifyingly complete.
Right, we shift focus now to Prince Jiao. He's the son of the corrupt King Zhu, the guy they're trying to overthrow.
Okay.
And his teacher, Guang Chengzi, he's just been released from isolation. Apparently he was doing penance for a killing sin, but he's let out with a direct, urgent command from that same divine bureaucracy we were just talking about.
Okay, hang on. This raises a question for me. Are Randang and Guang Chengzi acting independently here, or is this like proof of a really carefully coordinated plan from heaven? Like they're working together to take down the Shang?
Oh, it's absolutely coordinated. There's no doubt. These masters, they might be in different places, but they're answering the same call, the same central system, the same overriding mandate.
Got it.
And Yin Jiao's involvement, it's seen as necessary. It's needed for the sort of cosmic ledger to balance out. His personal motivation, though,
Yeah.
that's pure burning vengeance.
And it's rooted in something deeply personal, right? A real tragedy.
Yeah, he apparently witnessed his mother's murder. So he has this profound hatred for his father, King Zhu, and also the concubine Daji.
So this personal trauma makes him eager, maybe. Eager to join the fight.
Exactly. He's enthusiastic about joining the campaign to aid Zhu Kandui, because it lets him get revenge and fulfill this greater purpose. His human rage aligns perfectly with the divine plan, at least for now.
Convenient.
So Guang Chengzi sends him off to get his weapons, tells him to go to Lion Cliff. Yin Jiao crosses this white stone bridge and finds this, well, bizarre, grand, palace-like cave. It's described with these ornate crimson gates, bronze rings, Shouhuan Zusu. Doesn't sound natural at all.
It sounds like it was put there for him, like a stage set.
Feels like it, and almost like it's welcoming him. The doors just swing open automatically.
Okay.
Inside, the trigger for his total transformation is, again, almost unbelievably simple. There's a stone table, and on it, 6 or 7 steaming beans.
Beans. Seriously. First pastry is now beans. Is this like a common theme in this mythology? That your fate is sealed by spontaneous snacking?
Huh. It definitely highlights the vulnerability, doesn't it? Even for the powerful. In this world, the biggest spiritual changes can be kicked off by the most basic physical acts.
Huh.
They're described as looking sweet, smelling, fragrant. And Yin Jiao, just like the great Peng before him, shows this, well, profound impulsivity, maybe youthful. He just thinks, oh, these look good, and boom, eats every single one.
Doesn't stop to think, hey, magic cave, steaming beans, maybe I should pause.
Nope. Impulse wins. And the moment he leaves the cave, which, by the way, vanishes instantly behind him, that's when the body horror begins. His bones immediately start to crackle. Like his actual body structure is being rearranged on the Scot. He's instantly no longer recognizable as the human prince he was just moments before.
Whoa. Okay, give us the visual. What does he look like now? This is going to be intense, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. He sprouts 3 heads and 6 arms. Santuli.
3 heads and 6 arms?
Yep. His face turns the color of indigo. His hair turns bright vermilion. He grows sharp tusks, liao ya. And he gets an extra eye right in the forehead. He's not human anymore. He's become this monstrous, multi-limbed engine of destruction.
That is the ultimate makeover. From grieving prince to, literal divine monster, all because of some magic beans. But here's where I'm struggling a bit analytically. Guan Chengzi sees this monstrosity, and he laughs. He calls Yin Jiao a wondrous man born of heaven, Sheng Yi Ren.
Yeah.
Is he really wondrous? Or is he just a terrifying weapon? Like, where's the line between being a divine tool and just being a monster?
That's actually the crucial point, isn't it? In this story, that distinction, it doesn't really matter. The monstrous form is necessary.
Necessary how?
Guang Chengzi links this terrifying form directly to the virtue of the incoming Zoking Ren Junude. Good king, good virtue needs this kind of power on his side.
Ah, okay.
So the transformation wasn't a punishment. It was the upgrade required for his destiny. He needs 6 hands to wield all the weapons he's about to get. He needs 3 heads to focus that power.
Yeah.
He had to transcend his human form to do the divine job.
So, having instantly destroyed his human identity, reforged him as this supernatural weapon, Guang Chengzi then loads him up with gear, an arsenal worthy of this new form before sending him down the mountain. And these aren't just regular swords and spears, I take it.
Oh, no. These are the heavy hitters of celestial warfare. Absolutely.
Like what?
Well, first, the foundational weapon, the Fang Tianhuaji. That's a classic, powerful halberd. But then come the really potent magic items, the things that define his destructive capability.
Okay.
He gets the Luo Hunzong, that's the soul-losing bell. He gets the Xisheng Jian, the male-female swords. And then the real showstopper, the Fan Tian Yin, the sky-flipping seal.
The sky-flipping seal. Just that name alone sounds apocalyptic. That's the kind of thing that levels mountains, isn't it?
Exactly. Top-tier destructive magic. So he's been physically broken, reformed, equipped with god-level weaponry. He's ready to descend into the mortal realm. But all this power, it comes with a contract, a very strict one.
Yep.
Exactly. The master, Guang Chengzi, knows that vengeance, human will, they're inherently unstable. So the contract, it's incredibly restrictive.
How so?
He issues this severe, non-negotiable warning before Yin Jiao leaves. He tells him he must adhere to the divine order and respond to man, Chenang Ren. basically. Follow orders, do what heaven wants, help the people. And he absolutely cannot waver, cannot change his mind, no second thoughts.
This isn't just a friendly promise, then. This sounds like a contract that's enforceable by, like, cosmic destruction.
Yeah.
What does this huge warning tell us about how much the divine powers actually trust human commitment, even from someone they just transformed?
It tells us they don't trust it much at all. Even after the physical transformation, the masters clearly fear Yin Jiao's, well, his human frailty, his potential to be fooled by others, just like the great Peng was.
Ah, right. Back to that.
So they need an ironclad oath.
Mm-hmm.
And the consequence for breaking it, it's Tian Qian Heaven's condemnation. And specifically, this horrifyingly named plowing and harrowing disaster, Bichujiai.
The specific, almost earthy punishment for, an immortal war hero breaking his vow.
Basically, if Yin Jiao fails, they'll be torn apart by farming implements, literally.
That dramatically raises the stakes. So Yin Jiao, armed with that very specific, very nasty threat, he swears he won't betray his master. He claims he clearly sees the difference between the good Zhou ruler and his rotten father, King Zhu, and he accepts the apocalyptic punishment if he fails.
He's fully committed, or at least he says he is, locked into the destiny that's just been violently forced upon him.
No turning back now.
And with that pledge,
Yeah.
there's no turning back. He immediately leaves using the Earth escape technique Jitu Dun.
Mm-hmm.
Instantaneous travel, no time for second thoughts.
Right.
And he lands on this magnificent rugged mountain, ready for the campaign. The text even makes point of describing how beautiful the spot is. Pines, rocks, shrieking monkeys maybe, to emphasize that this horrific, divinely sanctioned war is about to crash down onto the beautiful physical world. With Yin Jiao, he's not your typical prince, is he? The description is pretty wild.
Oh, definitely not. The texts make him immediately mythological, visually intimidating. He's got 3 heads, 6 arms, and 3 eyes.
3 heads, 6 arms. So literally larger than life. A walking symbol of something big.
Exactly. A kind of heroic destiny embodied. And when we first meet him, that destiny seems aligned with, the good guys.
His decision to join the Zhou rebellion, it's ideological.
Purely, he says it outright.
Yeah.
His father's Shang dynasty, its mandate is finished. The phrase is Nucha, its cosmic time is up.
He sees the shift happening, the moral tide turning.
Precisely. And his justification is high principle. Using the moral way to defeat the immoral way.
So for him, joining Zhou is just aligning with how things should be, with heaven's plan.
That's how he frames it. It's inevitable, it's right.
And he picks up allies pretty quickly too, right? When Liang and Ma Shan at White Dragon Mountain.
Yeah, and what's striking there is how fast they commit to him. They meet, he tells them the plan.
Which is to go help Zhang Zia in West Qi.
Right. And they immediately agree, no hesitation.
They show it pretty dramatically, too, burning their camp.
Totally. It's theatrical, absolute. They burn their old base, put on Zhu soldier disguises.
Yeah.
It's a complete break. They're all in, following Yin Jiao towards West Qi to take down King Zhu.
So he seems unstoppable. He's got morality, destiny, new allies.
Until he runs into Shen Gongbao.
Ah, the obstacle.
The antagonist.
The arch-antagonist, really. His arrival is the hinge the whole plot swings on. Yeah. He shows up riding a tiger, which is quite an entrance. Definitely makes a statement. And he immediately launches this verbal attack. What's brilliant, or maybe insidious, is that he ignores the whole mandate of heaven thing.
Doesn't touch the ideology.
Nope, goes straight for the personal, the cultural core. Family.
Okay, so what's the first line of attack? Kinship. He hits him with kinship, basically arguing that a son fighting his father is chaotic, it's rebellious, it's against the natural order itself.
Wow, that's a heavy charge in that cultural context. Filial piety is huge.
It's foundational. Shen Gongbao is essentially saying, look, your father might be a tyrant, but attacking him, you become the monster. You're shredding the very fabric of society you claim to be saving.
He's turning the morality back on Yin Jiao.
Exactly. And then he reminds him, you're the crown prince, the Donggong. You're destined to inherit the throne once your father's gone anyway.
So why destroy your own inheritance for these strangers?
Precisely. Why burn down your own future, your own ancestral legacy?
Does Yin Jiao push back?
He does, initially. He sticks to his guns, saying he can't go against Tin's heaven's settled destiny. He's still holding on to that conviction.
But Shen Gongbao anticipated that, you figure.
Oh, absolutely, because then he pivots. This is where it gets really sharp. He moves from the abstract principle of filial piety to a direct personal attack.
He goes after Zhang Zia himself.
Right after his character. his virtue, his D. He knows he can't win on the mandate of heaven argument.
So he makes it about the man leading the mandate. Clever.
Devious is more like it. The accusation is stunning. Shen Gongbao just flat out lies.
What does he claim?
He claims that Zhang Zia used this incredibly powerful artifact, the Taiji diagram,
The Taiji diagram, okay.
to deliberately annihilate Jiao's younger brother, Prince Yinhong, just vaporized him, caused him, turned him into flying ash.
And why would Zhang Zia do that, according to Shen Gongbao?
Purely for personal glory, political ambition, to eliminate a potential rival down the line. That's the spin.
That is brutal slander.
And he frames it perfectly. He challenges Jiao directly. Is this the action of a virtuous man, a man of D?
Ooh.
Then he twists the knife. You're forgetting your own flesh and blood, your hand and foot, your brother, to serve the very man who murdered him.
So he yanks it completely out of the cosmic realm and makes it immediate, personal, painful.
Instantly. It becomes about blood, betrayal, and family honor, not abstract destiny. It's brilliant, toxic manipulation.
And the effect.
Immediate. The text says Yin Jiao is Ujai, deeply suspicious, deeply shaken.
But not totally convinced yet.
Not totally. So Shen Gongbao seals it. He says, look, don't take my word for it. Go ask the Sheng General Zhang Shan. He's camped nearby. Verify it.
Making it seem reasonable. Just check the facts.
Exactly. And he adds a little incentive. If it's true, I'll help you find an even greater ally. It gives Yin Jiao a clear, actionable next step, a way to resolve this sudden, awful doubt.
He basically just needs Yin Jiao to ask the question, knowing the answer he'll get.
Precisely. He knows Zhang Shan will confirm Yin Hong's death, even if he doesn't know the manipulated context.
So Yin Jiao rides off towards West Key.
Quickly, and sure enough, he sees the Sheng banners flying near West Key, just like Shen Gongbao said.
He sends Wen Liang to check it out.
Yep. Wen Liang confirms General Zhang Shan is indeed there with his troops.
Okay, so the setup is confirmed. Now the confrontation.
And it's the point of no return. Zhang Shan sees this incredible figure, 3 heads, 6 arms, confirms it's Prince Yin Jiao.
And Yin Jiao asks about his brother, Yin Hong.
He does. And Zhang Shan, just reporting the known facts as he understands them, confirms it. Yes, Prince Yin Hong was killed by Zhang Zia using the Taiji diagram many days ago.
Oh man, the confirmation. How does Yin Jiao react?
Explosively. The text says he literally faints from shock. That one sentence just demolishes his entire worldview, his entire mission.
He faints, wow.
And when he comes to, the switch is flipped completely. He takes his command arrow.
The symbol of his authority and mission.
Yes, and he snaps in half, physically breaks it, and he swears this oath. If I do not kill Zhang Shan, that's Zhang Zia, I swear to be broken like this arrow.
The reversal is absolute. The moral quest is dead, replaced by a blood feud.
Utterly. And the consequences come the very next morning.
He goes straight for Zhang Zia.
Rides out to the walls of West Key and issues a direct challenge.
So Zhang Zia comes out with his heroes. Does he have any idea what's happened? About Shen Gongbao's interference?
Apparently not. He seems to be operating on the old script. Yin Hong defied heaven, sided with tyranny, and met his fate. He knows Yin Hong is dead, but not why Yin Jiao thinks he's dead.
So when Yin Jiao accuses him of murder,
Zhang Zia's response is, well, shockingly casual, almost dismissive. He basically says he brought it upon himself. What's that got to me?
ouch, that's pouring gasoline on the fire.
You have to wonder, right? For a master strategist, that seems like a catastrophic misread of the situation. Did he just not grasp the power of that personal accusation?
Maybe he was too focused on the big picture, the mandate of heaven thing, that Yin Hong's death was just fate playing out.
Possibly. He saw an enemy removed by destiny. Yin Jiao saw a brother murdered out of ambition. That disconnect, fueled by Zhang Zia's dismissiveness, well, it guarantees war.
And the war begins. And Yin Jiao is formidable.
Formidable doesn't even cover it. This is where the real horror of the betrayal hits, because he's not just using his own strength, he's using the divine weapons.
The ones given to him by his master.
Exactly. The sacred artifacts. Nezha attacks first on his wind and fire wheels.
A powerful hero in his own right.
Absolutely. But Yin Jiao whips out the Fan Tianyin, the heaven-turning seal.
Heaven-turning seal, what does that do?
It's like a cosmic sledgehammer. Incredibly powerful. It knocks Nezha clean off his wheels, just takes him out instantly.
Wow. So that weapon, it's significant.
Hugely significant. It's one of the top-tier treasures in the whole cosmology, linked to the highest echelon of immortals. Using it signals this isn't just a skirmish anymore. Sacred, powerful things are in play.
Okay, so Nez is down. Who's next?
Huang Tianhua tries to rescue Nezha, but Yin Jiao uses another terrifying artifact, the Luo Hunzong.
The soul-losing bell. Sounds ominous.
It is. It catches Huang Tianhuan and knocks him off his mount. He's captured. Then his father, Huang Feihu, tries to intervene.
Same result.
Same result. The soul-losing bell gets him, too. He's captured by Wen Liang and Ma Shan. The Zhu heroes are just getting dismantled.
They have no answer for these weapons.
Not immediately. It's Yang Jian, another powerful hero, who finally recognizes what's happening. He sees the artifacts.
And realizes the implications.
Yes. He orders a retreat. And he reports back to Jiangxia the horrifying truth that Fan Tianyin, the heaven-turning seal, it's the treasure of Guangqing's.
Guangqing's. Wait, isn't that Yin Jiao's own teacher? The immortal who trained him?
That's the one, the immortal who entrusted him with this power, presumably to help the Zhu cause, to uphold heaven's mandate.
Oh, wow. So this isn't just political betrayal. It's like using your family inheritance to attack your own family.
That's a perfect way to put it. It's a deep, personal, almost spiritual betrayal. He's using the sacred gifts of his master against his master's allies. That's the tragedy of it.
You've got the Wucheng king, Huang Feihu, and his son, Huang Tianhua. They've been captured.
Captured by Yin Jiao. And Huang Feihu is crucial for Western Zhu. He's a top general. Losing him would be a disaster.
Absolutely. But the moment Yin Jiao realizes who he's captured, everything changes.
He just reverses course.
Instantly. When Huang Feihu says who he is, Yin Jiao's whole demeanor shifts. He personally goes and unbinds the king and his son.
No ransom, no prisoner exchange.
Nothing like that. He calls Huang Feihu his Onren, his benefactor. He says, point blank, he's repaying a life debt from years back when the general saved him and his brother.
Wow. I mean, think about the weight of that. In wartime, this guy is actively fighting against the side his savior belongs to. Yet this, cosmic law of debt forces him to just stop his military goal. The debt comes first.
It really speaks volumes about the underlying moral code here. This isn't just human armies clashing. They're bound by these deeper concepts of loyalty, obligation. They really transcend battlefield tactics.
So the debt's settled, just like that.
Effective immediately. But there's still tension, right?
Yeah, because Huang Feihu asks him, how did you survive? Where did you get these powers? Everyone thought he was basically gone.
And Yin Jiao is deliberately vague. He just says, some island hermits rescued him, taught him skills.
He's hiding the full story, protecting secrets.
Exactly. He can't reveal his true master, Guangcheng Zi, or the secrets of the immortal arts. It's the sort of necessary partial truth.
And then comes the warning.
Yeah, the chilling part. Today I've repaid my great debt, but if we meet again in battle, I will enforce the national law.
So, debt cleared, truce over. Back to being sworn enemies. It's quite a moral tightrope they're walking.
Absolutely fascinating. So the Yellow family returns, but the relief is pretty short-lived.
Because there's a new challenger.
Right. A new general, Ma Shan, shows up. The text describes him, trained in an immortal mountain cave, light yellow robes, silver armor.
Sounds impressive. Who steps up to fight him?
Deng Zhugang, one of Ziya's generals, volunteers. He seems pretty confident.
And is he right to be?
Well, initially, yeah. Despite Ma Shan's impressive background, the fight's actually quite quick, maybe 12, 13 rounds.
Yeah.
Deng Zhugang captures him pretty easily.
Seems almost too simple.
It does. But Ma Shan immediately signals he's not your typical prisoner. When they bring him before Ziya, the commander, he refuses to kneel, just laughs in their faces, calls Ziya a rebel against the nation.
Okay, that's either incredibly foolish or he knows something. He thinks he's immune somehow.
Right. Ziya probably suspects the latter, but he follows protocol, orders the standard execution immediately.
And this is where things get really strange.
This is where it gets really interesting. Ziya gives the job to his supervising officer, Nan Gongxi, a capable guy, seasoned general. He knows how to carry out an execution.
But it doesn't work at all.
Yeah.
Tell us what happens with the sword.
Well, Nan Gongxi comes back, basically panicked. He reports that the steel knife just passed through Ma Shan's body multiple times.
Passed through.
Yeah. And any severed part, like the head or limbs, just instantly regrew. His description is really vivid. It was like cutting water. Just no resistance, no injury.
Wow. Like cutting water. That's a huge problem. You can't stop something. You can't even hurt.
Exactly. So Western Zhu escalates. They bring out a divine weapon.
Okay, what is it?
The demon-quelling mace, the Jiang Mo Chu. It's wielded by Wei Hu.
And they hit him where it counts.
Right on the crown of the head. a spot where even the mortals are supposedly vulnerable, and the impact is massive. Ma Shan actually dissolves into this flash of golden light.
Oh, so it worked.
For a split second, maybe? But before they can even register it as a victory, he just reforms instantly back into human shape.
Okay, so steel fails, divine impact fails. What's left?
Zia figures there's only one thing that might work for something, well, not quite human. The Samadhi True Fire.
Right, the Samadhi True Fire. We should probably pause here. What makes this fire so special, so terrifying?
Well, it's not ordinary fire. It's like the ultimate heavenly flame. Taoist gods use it to refine elixirs, burn away bad karma, destroy really powerful demons.
So it burns the essence, not just the physical body.
Exactly. It's considered absolute purification. If this doesn't work, you're dealing with something truly elemental, something fundamental.
And Ma Shan's reaction to being faced with, ultimate purification.
He laughs. Seriously. Instead of being consumed, he actually uses the incredible heat and light from the fire as like a launch pad.
He uses the fire to escape.
It just vanishes, escapes the camp completely, which pretty much confirms it. Not only unkillable, but maybe he's a being of pure light or fire himself.
So when brute force fails, you call in the intelligence agent.
Pretty much. This is where Yang Jian steps up. Yang Jian, or Erlang Shen, as he's also known, he's famous for his sharp mind, his celestial third eye.
He sees things others don't.
Right. He realizes the problem isn't about fighting harder, it's about identification. They don't know they're fighting.
So his mission becomes twofold.
He's got two massive problems to deal with for Western Zoo. First, he has to report this incredibly dangerous betrayal by Yin Jiao.
Right, because Yin Jiao is still out there, and he's got some serious firepower.
Exactly. So Yang Jian first heads to Nine Immortal Mountain. He needs to see Yin Jiao's master, Guangchengzi.
And the report he delivers is pretty damning.
Oh, it's terrible. He tells Guangchengzi, look, your disciple isn't just failing his mission to fight the tyrant Zhu, he's actively using the powerful artifacts you gave him.
Specifically the sky-turning seal.
Yeah, the Fantian Yen. One of the most devastating treasures in the whole story. It can literally flatten mountains, crush armies. And Yang Jin reports Yin Jiao used it to injure major figures like Neza.
How does Wang Chengzi take this news?
He is beyond furious. He calls Yin Jiao an animal, basically, for betraying the core teachings of the Tao, everything he stood for.
He trusted him with his most precious treasures.
And this is the result. Guangchengzi immediately vows he's going to intervene personally. This just escalated things massively for Yin Jiao. It's gone beyond military punishment now.
It's celestial judgment time.
Pretty much. So with that betrayal reported, Yang Jian pivots. He turns to the second crucial mission, solving the Ma Shan enigma.
Figuring out what he actually is.
Right. So he travels to Southern Pika Mountain to meet another immortal, Yin Zhangzi.
To get the right tool for the job.
Exactly. He needs to borrow the demon-revealing mirror, the Zayao Jian.
Because if Ma Shan isn't human, not a standard demon, you need magic to see his true form.
Precisely. So armed with the mirror, Yang Jian goes back and challenges Ma Shan again. But this time it's different.
He's not trying to win the fight.
Not physically, no.
Okay.
They fight for maybe 20 or 30 rounds, but Yang Jian's goal is reconnaissance. He secretly uses the mirror during the fight.
Does Ma Shan realize?
Seems like it. He tries to break off the fight, abandon the battle. But it's too late.
Yang Jin got what he needed.
He got his answer. And considering how much trouble Ma Shan caused, how many powerful attacks he shrugged off, the revelation is almost shockingly simple.
What does the mirror show?
It doesn't show some ancient, powerful demon or a disguised god. It reveals Ma Shan is, well, just a single point of light, a lamp wick swaying within.
A lamp wick. So what does that mean? Why would a lamp wick be impossible to cut, immune to fire?
Well, this is where the kind of celestial geography comes in. Wei Hu, the guy with the mace, he immediately connects the dots.
Oh.
He theorizes Ma Shan must have come from one of the 3 great sacred lamps in the immortal realm. These aren't just any lamps. They represent, like, the fundamental light of creation, maintained by the highest powers.
We're talking about lamps in places like the domains of the 3 pure ones, or top Buddhist figures.
Exactly. The 3 locations mentioned are 8 Scenery Palace, Jade Void Palace, and Spirit Vulture Mountain.
So Yang Jin has to check them out, like cosmic detective work?
Pretty much. He sets off on this investigation. First up, Yushu Palace on Kunlun Mountain. That's his own master's territory.
And the text gives us this beautiful description here, right? Rare flowers, jade halls, incense, really setting the scene.
Yeah, emphasizing the serenity and power of the highest Taoist realm. Anyway, Yang Jian checks with the guardian there, the white crane boy. Their lamp, the glazed lamp, is still burning bright.
Okay, so 1 down, 2 to go. Where next?
He goes to the third potential source, Spirit Vulture Mountain. This is the home of the burning lamp Taoist, Randang, Yuanji Cave.
Randang. He's a very ancient, very revered figure in this story, isn't he? Guardian of his own sacred lamp.
Immensely powerful. So Yang Jian knows he can't just walk in and ask, hey, is your lamp out? That might cause unnecessary panic if it wasn't Ma Shan's source.
So he uses a bit of cleverness, a little deception.
A brilliant tactic, yeah. He walks in and announces falsely, Master, your lamp has gone out.
And how does Randang react?
Instantly. He looks up towards where the lamp should be, sees it is actually extinguished, and just cries out in shock and anger, this evil creature has fled!
Boom! Confirmation.
That's it. Ma Shan is the escaped lamp wick from Randang's own sacred lamp.
Which explains everything. His strength, his invulnerability, his essence is concentrated light and divine fire.
Right. You can't cut fire with a sword, and you certainly can't destroy divine fire with, more fire, even samadhi fire.
It makes perfect, terrifying sense now.
Yeah, and the irony is just amazing. The weakest, most consumable part of this incredibly sacred artifact, the wick escapes, gains sentience, and becomes this opponent nobody can handle physically.
So the mystery's solved. What happens next? The consequences must be immediate.
They are. Swift. Yang Jian rushes back to Jiao with the news. Randang, the ancient deity himself, is on his way to deal with his escaped property.
But before Randang even gets there,
the other major player arrives, Guangchengzi. Yin Zhao's master lands right in the Western Zoo camp, absolutely incensed.
This chapter really highlights the hierarchy, doesn't it? The master stepping in.
Totally. And Guangchengzi, despite his fury, is honorable. He immediately takes full personal responsibility for what his disciple did, calls it his own fault for teaching such a villain.
He doesn't ask Xiao's army to handle it.
No. He sees it as a master-disciple issue. The judgment has to come from him. So he rides straight out of the city gates.
And calls out Yin Zhao.
Shouts for him. The traitor who misused the sky-turning Xiao against his own side, telling him to come out and face him.